Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another mini preview of my world. Today, I'm going to be showing some nether tunnels off to a friend from another server. And yeah, so that's happening, but I also just wanted to quickly show what's been going on out here. I completely changed the road design to something that's actually much more port-like, and the gantry cranes will be unloading right here. This white, like this double set of white lines and this double set of white lines is where two gantry cranes will be built. And then I've just got a fleet of trucks that are going over here. The truck design has changed to something that's a little bit more like a longshoreman would actually use in a real port. So I'll storytell a little bit more with these as I get going. And like this is basically being offloaded by the gantry crane that hasn't been built yet, but I wanted to design that. And then the wool farm has been switched up a little bit. And the reason for that is because I've built this storage system in here. It's fully automatic. I can drop in any wool. See, there's some wool going in right now. I can drop in any of the wool, and it's actually connected to the farm up above, so it auto sorts. So like if you come over here, I already have quite a bit of wool. So that whole storage system that was out there in the cockpit of the ship is now no longer, and it's now all down there. So this is actually empty and is going to be potentially used more for like a role play, or like I can just actually decorate it like you would a ship. So that's cool. And then I started on the storage containers too. Okay, sorry. Now to the nether tunnels. So in the Bedrock edition of Minecraft, there's a system of iceboat roads that you can use, and the end formula looks something like this. Or I guess this is a better example. But you place a boat here, and then you ride along it, and you go exceptionally fast. It has drastically changed the way I can play my game. And yeah, but anyways, the way that it's set up, you have ice, and then 2 blocks of empty space, and then there's panes of glass along the outside that keep you on the ice. This also can be switched with slabs, but then the ice needs to be 3 across. So this is what it looks like when I originally go through and mine it. It actually goes up one more like this. So I go through and mine like that, mine out these 2 trenches and put lighting blocks every so often, depending on how much I want. And yeah, so the formula is actually very, very fluid in terms of what blocks go where, as I'll kind of demonstrate now in my world. This is one of my favorite designs, though. It's dark oak, gold blocks, green terracotta, and bone blocks. So, and then sea lanterns. So, I think it's a pretty nice look, but yeah, I'm kind of biased. So, if we go down this way, this will just be like a good place to start. Whee. Okay, so this is my Guardian farm tutorial. This is my Guardian farm, and this is the block palette that I used. With each portal or tunnel, I try and designate kind of what's going on. So like here is a mushroom aisle that I have, and then this is just, oops, this is just mushroom blocks that are kind of run along, and then I've also got the white stem blocks here. Uh, I don't know how I feel about this one, but it's here for now. So it's an example. This is, I think this one makes sense though. All the Guardian farm drops. This is a GP farm, and I really have no idea how to decorate that. But I will show that really fast because Omni, you were curious about gunpowder farms. So this is my gunpowder farm. Well, technically, it's not my design, but I've built it in my world. Um, this is one half of the what could be design, so there could be another one over here to get double. But if I come over here, I have quite a bit of gunpowder already, and this is a solo world, so unless I'm gonna make massive amounts of TNT, which I'm really trying to avoid at this point, uh, this is more than sufficient for like my entire solo career. So the way it works is it's a lattice of one by one like spawn spots, and there's buttons down so that no spiders can spawn. Then trapdoors are placed above every single spawn spot because creepers are actually a bit shorter than all other mobs. So if you place a trapdoor down, they're still able to spawn underneath it. That's how you limit the spawns in the actual farm. Then they all drop down as a result of. Can I get in here? If I go in here, there's a button on every single one of these layers here, and that's to trick the creepers into just walking straight off. They'll do that. They'll all end up down in this water collection system that dumps them down into the center, and then it splits them up into 3 trident killers. The drops and the XP then go down over here. Drops get split out, and then the XP is supposed to go up to me, but I don't have it set up yet. And then this is like an impromptu phantom killer because phantoms were driving me crazy in my AFK spot. So, yeah, that's just what this looks like. Back to the tunnels again. This is just a general tunnel that I'm doing for the Nether. It's a really, really long section. It's not fully built out yet. As you can see, there's blocks missing along the bottom. They changed the they changed the piglin bartering recipe from these blocks to the actual bricks that make those blocks. So I have to grind a lot more, and I actually have to mess with my gold farm in order to get it to produce anything again. So yeah, that's on hold. This is a design I really don't like. It's out to an iron farm, and you get a lot of wool from the iron farm, or you get a lot of string from the iron farm, and then I was turning it into wool. I absolutely hate this design personally, but yeah, it's another option that exists. It's like the kind of bright colors and almost psychedelic type stuff. And then this is another one that I'm not particularly psyched on. It's kind of like a long tunnel that spirals. It's like all the different woods and green terracotta. Um, I don't know. It's something. I don't know. But this is actually my favorite one. I just love the aesthetic of this one. So this is kind of like the introduction to my base, and yeah, I think it's really nice. So I've got like the crimson wort and the crimson wort stems, dark oak. These are quartz blocks, red glass panes, and then the dark oak. So I just tried to kind of make it look decent and have it be well lit. And then it comes out into kind of like a little station that I've got going. I obviously need to continue that area over there. That's eventually going to be where the golf course entrance is, so I need to design that accordingly. But yeah, so this is kind of what it might look like, kind of more of a hub. Come out here, and then if you actually, like if you're trying to run in between portals, it's like an automatic crossing that I have set up. So that's kind of cool. And then you have just the different portals. And then this last one is the raid farm. So only thing that's slightly confusing is that this is obviously dark prismarine, so you might expect a guardian farm this way, but I just thought it was somewhat within the color palette of this tunnel, so that's why it's here. But obviously the emeralds are as a result of it being the raid farm. So yeah, and then you got some glowstone because that's also farmed. So that's the tunnels as far as I have ideas for, but there's other formats and other ways that we can do it. So